Hello, my name is Teresa White,
And I'm LaRita Emanuel, and we're here to interview our father, Terence White.
a self-taught musician and songwriter from St. Louis, Missouri. And today we're going to find out more about him and his music.
So, Dad, when did you start playing music, and what was your inspiration?
I started playing music at the age of 13 years old. And a lot of my inspiration came from when I was much younger, around 4 years old. I used to listen to a lot of the songs then, like Mary Wells, The Temptations, and a lot of different groups coming up. But my main inspiration was that I used to watch Don Kirshner's rock concert and the Midnight Special. And I used to watch a lot of performers perform, and I watched how the people interacted with the artists, and they were having such a good time. It looked like this is what I would like to do. So I really enjoyed that.
Awesome.
So do you have a certain creative process that you go through to help you write your music?
I would say my creative process would be that anything that affected me, and I try to write from the heart. And so that therefore, if I saw something that day, or I read about something, then I just think about it. And basically, my process is that to formulate the music, and the music that will come to me, I play it, and then with that, the words. The music always will tell me what the song was about.
Yeah. So has music changed you in a way that makes you thankful?
Yes, it really has. I listen to a lot of different music, and the music that I'm working on basically is like a soul-searching music, whereas that I like to uplift someone's day, or let people know that there's someone who has some of the same situations in life, and I use music to speak. And with that, if someone just like to be heard, I try to be a voice for them that they can be heard.
So speaking of being thankful, you have a song out called Gratitude, and we really like that song. Can we hear it?
Oh, okay. I love to play Gratitude for you.
Okay.
Early in the morning, as I lie awake in bed, I'm glad I'm in the land of the living. My soul was delivered through the night. What the day may bring, no one seems to know. If we all start with gratitude, it's much easier when we walk the roads. So I put my hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. My hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. I pray for my mother, I pray for my father, I pray for the people who lost their houses. I pray for the sick, I pray for the sad, I pray for the ones who never had. I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brothers. I pray that we all can love one another. Disappointments and setbacks, we all gotta stay on track. Never miss a chance to show your love, your true heart. Each day is precious, each mistake can be forgiven. If we all start with gratitude, it's much easier when we walk the roads. So I put my hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. My hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. I pray for my mother, I pray for my father, I pray for the people who across the houses. I pray for the sick, I pray for the sad, I pray for the ones who never have. I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brothers. I pray that we all could love one another. I pray for the good, I pray for the bad. I pray for the love that the heavens have. My hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. My hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. Up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. My hands up and I thank the Lord. I put my knees to the ground and pray for my soul. It's gratitude.
Yay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I like
Excellent.
that
Great.
song, Dad.
I love that song. I love that song. Isn't it amazing how we can use music to get through those personal experiences and express our gratitude and gratefulness?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. You know, a song, as a good friend of mine told me, is like a small picture in your life. It's just like sometimes you can reflect on a song, and the song can help your day. It can make you can make your life a lot brighter when you're going through different things. Mm-hmm. So I think that, right, a song can be very powerful if it's used right, you know. And so there's so many different types of songs, and at this time I prefer acoustic songs like one I just did.
Awesome.
Yeah. I remember when we were younger and you and Mom would go through difficult times and you would still keep playing your music and using it as an outlet.
Yes, I did. And while raising my kids, you know, it was a good outlet. But at the same time, I am grateful because through all those years, you think through a struggle that you won't be able to have the chance to play your music. But here I am with my daughters to do it still. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, that's amazing. And having said that, are there any relevant or recurring themes or issues you like to or try to address during your music or through your music?
Oh, yes. A lot of times, you know, I try not to get too political, but I try to focus on a lot of social issues that goes on. And with that, there are things that I see in one of the songs that I do. It talks about so many things in life and society as I see some of the troubles. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, you know, I use a song to address those issues, such as poverty, such as the schooling, mm-hmm. and such as a social lives of how we dress and how we are cordial to one another. Mm-hmm. And I try to use those songs to help others understand these are some of the issues that we're faced with, along with the problems of paying our bills and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So do you feel like music is your calling?
Yes, I feel, like I said, from the age of around 4 years old, and I used to put records on for my mother. And some people say 4 years old. Yes, I did it at 4 years old. I used to look at some of the albums she used to have, and I used to say, wow, I really like that. And I didn't know how to read that good, but I could understand the picture and who was on there, and they was always singing. Mm-hmm. So, yes, over the years, I would say, like, wow, it's something that I also feel that it's been part of me. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel it's a gift. It's been part of me for so long, and I really enjoy doing it.
Mm. Well, it seems like, and like you've stated, that music has been interwoven since a young age into every facet of your life. And you have a song called One Life that kind of speaks to, you know, using and cherishing the one life that you have. And how do you use your music to speak to your life experiences?
when you ask that question, it's such a good question. I address it basically as the things that I have experienced. And we all have different experiences in life. And it's all how we address those things and how we handle them. And we can make choices on them. And my choice is to sing about them and to actually look at what I've been through. And then take that and say to myself, wow, you know, sometimes life is going to be up, sometimes it's going to be down. But in the end, we all want to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, we all really want to be happy, and it's the thing to find what you're good at. I think so many people are autistic in what they do, they just have to recognize it and not worry about what others may think,
Right.
but try to use your gift. And what the question that you asked is like, yes, I use music a lot of times through my personal experiences. And I think that's the best thing to do instead of try to be so commercialized, but try to be who you are. Yeah. And that really helps me.
Okay, so Dad, I see that you have 5 guitars up here. Can you explain the significance of the 5?
Oh, yes. I have 5 of those guitars basically for different songs and different styles of songs that I do. And each one of them for like jazz or rock or pop, something like that, whatever I want to play. But also, the guitars, each one of them have a name, and I name each one of those guitars have one of your all's name. Okay. So for all my kids, I have a guitar and a name for it.
Okay. Awesome.
So
Is there any music or songs that inspire you to write the songs that you write?
yes, one song that meant and still means so much to me that is "Oh Happy Days" by the Edward Hawkins Singers. And from the time I heard that song, I mean, years ago, that song really touched me. And it really made me think. And that's why I think music's so important to me, because I felt if it can inspire me and have an effect on me, I would like to be able to have that same opportunity. If they say, pass it on, I would like to have the opportunity to do that.
Awesome.
Okay. And yes, that song really means a whole lot to me.
Okay. So what do you want your listeners to get from your music?
Well, I want them to get some inspiration, some understanding that they're not alone, that someone can speak for them, someone who's not afraid to be who they are and say the things that's important.
Yeah, good. Awesome. So those are our 3 questions. Now you can start playing.
Okay. I have one life to live, and I can't waste it all on the thrill. Live it rough, but live so smooth. It's all about the attitude. When I feel so low, and friends don't even show, I can't forget my goals. Like a river, I just let it flow. I have one life to live, and I gotta give it all to the end. So when times seem so rough, I tell the devil he's out of luck. I have brighter days ahead, ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Listen, do you know what I'm talking about? I have brighter days ahead, ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have one precious soul, to the Almighty it will go. So my past is wiped clean, the negative taught me to think. I have one life to live, on this earth is what I mean. I found out it's a temporary thing. I don't get caught up on material things. I have one life to live, gotta give it all to the end. So when times seem so rough, I tell the devil he's out of love. I have brighter days ahead. Ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have brighter days ahead. Ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Do you know what I'm talking about? I have brighter days ahead. Ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Listen, do you know what I'm talking about? I have brighter days ahead. Ain't no troubles gonna fill my head. Can't live my life full of doubts. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's one life.
I like that song, Daddy.
I thank you. I thank you. And it's so much fun. It's a pleasure to have my daughters here on stage with me. It's something I've always thought that I would like to do.
Awesome, great. It was a pleasure for us to be here.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.